Love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
The Florida Love Show theme song. With lots of love for you, Kenny. In the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings you love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive, like a duet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. In the Florida Love Show, Candy in red is your guide. He wears many hearts, oh, he has a very special side. Now in Brooklyn Cafe, there's a big love buffet with roses galore, men you will adore. Come take a bouquet, show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Send the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show.
So I'm very excited today. Today is Florida Love Friday, and we're going to talk about love in a way of finding the love of our lives. Like really, that love partner, that soulmate, that woman or man of our dreams. I mean, one thing about Florida Love, and how come I created Florida Love, this is my dream. Florida Love is about spreading love in the Florida community and transforming the world with love. And we're a nonprofit now. So we're working with other nonprofits, businesses, and individuals to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. And at the same time, we also have Roses for Change, which is another nonprofit. And this week, Roses for Change, there was an article written in the Delray newspaper, and last week in the Sun Sentinel. And I was on the news with all of my love partners in Roses for Change last month, and people are calling me from around the world about Roses for Change. They all want to start Roses for Change love marches. So what I see is a world where we all love each other. All human beings, we all love each other. And for me, love is the absence of judgment. And I'm actually going to try something today. So every time I come home, I ask Google what the definition of love is. So, okay, Google, what's the definition of love?
Here's the definition of love: an intense feeling of deep affection.
So Google reminds me that the definition of love is an intense feeling of deep affection. Now really, in life, does it get any better than that? To just love everybody? Who wouldn't want an intense feeling of deep affection for the world every day? I mean, or for just people, for human beings. I mean, that's total freedom, to just say I love you to people and just love people. It really is. It's intense feeling of deep affection everywhere. So that's what I have for all of you. I love you all. And for me, love is the absence of judgment. It's the absence of gossip, criticism. It's a full acceptance. I mean, I'm not interested in resentment or hatred or any of that. I'm just interested in love, because I know that love is freedom. And out of that is forgiveness. I mean, forgiveness is the ultimate love, to give up resentment for another. So the show we're going to talk about today is finding the love of our lives, our soulmate, our dream partner, dream love partner. For me, my whole life, the love of my lives has been my parents. My beautiful, special, loving, perfect parents. My dad, Benny Love, I'm Kenny Love, Benny Love, he passed June 10th, 1996. He's the love of my life. I mean, he gave me life. I owe my life to my father, and he's an angel right here on my shoulder. And my mom, Julie Love, so beautiful, my mom. She's watching now, I'm sure. Mom, I love you so much. She's perfect. My mom is perfect. I mean, I am so lucky, and I owe her my life because she gave me life. So, Mom, I love you so much, and just thank you for giving me life. Thank you for giving me everything that I am. I am love because you are love. So, we're going to explore love today in a whole new realm, like love of our lives. So for me, my parents are the love of my life. And so who are the love of your lives? Who is important to you? Who do you want to give a rose to? Who do you want to say I love you to that you haven't, but you really do love them? You really love them. You want to say I love you. Who could you do that with today? And so I'm going to play the news clip from last month about Roses for Change, where I spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love with roses. So let's play the news.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods, and I also went to Publix, and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said I love you back. and they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Could you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, smelling sweet, CBS 4 News.
Love you, Lisa Petrillo. Love the smell of a rose, smelling sweet. And for me, the rose is just one of the ultimate ways to show love. And when I go on a love march, I give out hundreds of roses, and I would love to give out thousands of roses. I'd love to give out 7 billion roses to the whole world and create a world where we all love each other. And again, loving each other as human beings. I mean, for me, I don't see color, because what I see is I see a human being. So I have skin, you have skin. I have eyes, you have eyes. I have hair, you have hair. I mean, we are human beings. We're all the same. And when we use language and judgment and we use labeling, we create separation. And that's not the way it is for me. We are the same. We are human beings. We are all love. And when we were born, we were all born pure love. And kids, I mean, kids are pure love. And I've had many instances on the show where I had one video where a kid was walking around just hugging all the kids. I mean, kids get it. They don't have judgment. They just love. And so actually today's a very special day because I have Natasha Love from the Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. And at Hugs and Smiles, they love kids. Kids are our next generation of love. So it's so important to love kids and show our kids love. And that's what the Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, they love kids. So Natasha's going to share more about that on the show, and she's going to sing songs. Hi, Natasha Love, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Ken? I'm good. Happy Friday.
I'm so great. I'm so honored to have you on the show today. I love you so much, and you're in the beautiful red. Look at you.
Yes, showing you the love.
Yeah, so today's a special, really special show about love, finding the love of our lives, our soulmate, our dream love partner, and also, you know, sharing. I mean, I was just sharing about kids, how kids are loved. Please share with everybody what it's like for you at Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation to just love kids and dance with them and sing with them.
Oh, I'm falling in love with them every week. Like, they're so amazing, and kids remind you of that innocence that us as adults we lost, you know, and they remind you of fun, and they remind you of life and love. And me being able to give back, teaching them music and the arts and dance is just a lot of fun. And I love watching them grow every week with our programs. The Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, I mean, we are excelling these children to their highest potential.
Yeah, their highest potential. And the thing is like, you just love kids. I mean, you just love kids. Do you have kids?
I don't have any kids yet. A lot of people would say I'm a big kid myself. out of me and my boyfriend, I am definitely the big kid.
And I don't have kids either. And I love kids because, again, kids are everything. Kids are our next generation of love. And it's so important to love them. And, you know, I've been watching, like when I watch Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, I watch the videos of them dancing and singing. they're just loving each other. They're having the best time. Like, they're free. They're free. And that's what I'm sharing. It's possible to be free, to just love everybody. It's so, I mean, the kids are free.
Right, right. And full of joy and love and hope, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful community. And I can't wait to reach out to more. So we will be spreading across nationwide.
Yeah, so as Florida Love, we've been teaming up with Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. And so I asked Natasha to come on the show today because we're having this, I guess we're exploring finding the love of our lives, because I speak to so many people, and again, I have the platform Florida Love. We have Love Will Keep Us Together, where we share about love every day, and people are always saying, like, I can't make the love of my life. I can't make the love of my life. And then we have a 50% divorce rate. And it's like, I watch all these relationships that don't work out. And my parents are married forever. So I keep looking at what is it about our generation, and now with what's going on, what is it about our generation that we don't have what our parents had, where they stay together and they're in love forever? I mean, there are a few people who are.
Yeah.
So, Natasha, share with everybody what it was like dating before you met the love of your life, Chevy Love.
Well, none of them lasted. That's how I'm here now with them, with Chevy. But, you know, it was just, I mean, even for women, we know we have a lot of hope in our hearts. That's kind of how we live every day. We hope things will get better. We hope the family stays together. We hope, you know, we have love. We always hope, and I think that's such a beautiful thing about women. But, you know, sometimes we get confused of love and lust. So I think until we can distinguish the difference between that, and you really know who you are and what you really are looking for, you know, it's tough to date. It's tough to date, and it's a cycle that you just have to keep doing and doing until you know that you come into connection with the right person. But the other question is, how do you know if they're the right person? Like I mentioned before with our pre-interview, I am a very strong, faithful believer. And I was trying to date and find the right guy, just doing it myself. Like, let me go out, let me meet new people, let me this, let me that. But I don't think I was complete as a person. And finally, when I made up my mind, like, you know what? I want love. I want a relationship. You know, I'm getting older. I want kids eventually. I want to get married. I was like, I think I need to straighten myself up a little bit. And with that, I wrote a letter to God. This is my secret, ladies. Okay? I'm not saying you have to say God, but if everyone can believe in something else of a higher power than yourself, all good can only come to you. So I wrote a letter to God, and I literally put a whole ingredient list together of my spouse. And the first and foremost, number one that he had to have was he had to be a godly man, first and foremost. And when I met Chevy as friends, we would talk about that. We talked about God, we talked about church, we talked about everything under the sun. But I was really happy to have finally connected with somebody on that level, because with no fake connection, it's not going to work. It doesn't work, you know. And I'm very, very happy, and I'm just so thankful and grateful that I got to find somebody as wonderful as him. I was tired of running around in circles.
Yeah. And you were running around in circles, and like a lot of guys were playing you. They were playing you. You know, they make you promises they don't keep. You know, they say they're faithful and they're not. I mean, one guy, right? He showed up with a girl when you were dating him. He showed up at your event, right? I mean,
hey, I'm sure a lot of women understand that, and men as well. You pop up somewhere and you think everything is all good, and then, whoa, you get surprised. You're like, okay, that was a brick wall I didn't even see coming, you know? But I'm just glad that's in the past. I don't even think about the past because I'm so happy in love right now, and I'm looking towards the future. It's incredible.
Yeah. And so we were sharing, Natasha and I. So again, she's getting played out there like we all do. We all do in the world of judgment. And so we were like, what song are we going to sing that like expresses like what's it like to date out there? Like really.
Oh, right. Well, I think the song I'm going to shout out my ladies. I think the perfect song for us right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, is I Will Survive. Because I'm going to survive no matter what happens, through love, through the corona, through the end of the world, everything. We are survivors. And if we've made it this far to watch the love show, then we are survivors.
Yeah, so Natasha chose I Will Survive. So Natasha, please sing. It's survival out there.
All right, ladies, get ready to sing and dance. Turn up your volumes. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just wanted to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for 1 second you'll be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcomed anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? You think I'll crumble? You think I'll lay down and die? Oh, no, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey, yeah. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Just trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that changed up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and expect me to be free. Well, I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcomed anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I crumble? You think I'll lay down and die? Oh, no, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I will survive. Ah, go now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I'll crumble? You think I'll lay down and die? Oh, no, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I'll survive. Hey, I'll survive. I'll survive. Ooh, yeah.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give. So there's all these people out there, you know, all this love to give.
Right.
So you're out there surviving. You tell that guy who showed up with that girl, you said, now walk out the door. Just turn around now.
Because you're not welcomed anymore, ladies. You close that door. Close it on the past. Close it on anything that broke your heart. the bitterness, the coldness, close it. Close it. We don't need it no more. You need to open up your hearts now. Don't give up on love. Don't do it.
Yeah, so you forgave yourself for the past, and then you moved forward.
Definitely.
And you wrote a letter to God. And so what were some of the things in that letter to God, the ingredients of this dream man that you put down?
So 1, faithful. 2, somebody that a social drinker, because I love to have fun. You know, I want to see how we carry ourselves, how we conduct ourselves. Somebody outgoing, definitely outgoing, because I'm very outgoing. I'm a social butterfly, and my honey is a social butterfly. And you know, I didn't want him to smell. That was one of my top ones too. No hygiene. Ladies, you know what I mean. So those would be like my good top 5. And so far, they're to a T. They've been crossed off.
Yeah, so faithful, outgoing, great hygiene,
Social partier.
social,
Yep.
right? Social drinker. So
Yep.
like those are your 5 things. We all have our 5 things or our 10 things or our million things. We all have that in our dream love partner. So okay, so then you're out, you write the letter to God, and what happens?
So I wrote that letter like the end of June 2020, and then I had already known Chevy prior to that, like maybe 2 months prior to that. I went to an audition to be part of a band, and I made the cut. And Chevy and we didn't kick it off too well the first couple of months. So, you know, it's like I just tried to avoid him. And then little by little, you just get to know a person. And he made me feel comfortable. He made me feel protected. You know, it was something different about him. So I just kept the friendship building, you know? And I was single, so I was vulnerable at the same time. So he had room to come in, and there was enough room for me to give him, and we just kept building on a friendship, you know? So I never even thought anything of it. I would have never, ever, ever even compared the letter I wrote to God to the situation that was being built between us. So that's how I know, like, it's real. It's true. It's literally happening in front of my eyes, how I wanted it to.
Yeah, and then so you started out as friends, and so I know you picked a song to express that, and so, you know, please share.
Yes, of course. This is another oldies but goodies. For everyone out there, I want to give a shout out to all my friends. I love you guys. This is for you, especially, and all the girls that are up north at home that we can't be together all the time. Oh, sorry. Well, the buffering is kind of slow right now this second. All right, it should be coming on now. So this song is That's What Friends Are For. You guys sing it with me. I'll always be here for you guys, okay? And I never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And if I should ever go away, well, then close your eyes and try to feel the way I do today. And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, That's what friends are for good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Well, you came and opened me, and now there's so much more to see. So by the way, I thank you always for the times that we're apart. Well, close your eyes and know these words are coming from my heart. And then if you can't remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. 'Cause that's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling. You can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Ooh, yeah. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for.
So I'm right with you, Natasha. I'm
Yes,
dancing
yes.
with you. So when I share, we all want to meet our best friend and lover, man or woman of our dreams, soulmate, best friend and lover. So that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
Be there for you. So you met Chevy Love, and he's there for you. You're there for him. You move in together.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And then you start thinking down the line, right? Like what's possible? What's next?
Right, right. When you're this happy, I mean, it's only the future that you can see together. And I just never thought I would have been that person to say that, because you get so stuck on the past and things that hurt you. But I really don't even remember the last 2 years until Chevy came into my life is when everything started again.
Yeah, yeah. And then you're glowing. You're in love and you're glowing. That's what love does. You can tell when someone's in love, they're glowing. She's glowing. You're glowing, Natasha Love.
Ooh, it could be the light. It's really close.
So,
Well, that UV light though.
so
But
then you
yeah.
came up with a song when you start dreaming about the future with the love of your life. And what is that song?
All right, so this one, ladies, when you guys well, I don't know, who's single or who's together out there. For the ladies who are single out there, just remember, don't close your heart, okay? Because love is still there. There's always somebody for everyone. Just keep it intentionally in your heart and in your mind what it is that you want, and ask a greater power, okay? But this next song is for my honey, and shout out to you, Ken, with you and your significant other. You're glowing too. This song, we're gonna do an oldies but goodies again. Who doesn't love Shania Twain? Hello? Hello?
I'm with you.
Okay. From this moment, from this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one. Right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on, from this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness and for your love. I give my last breath. From this moment on, I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to live my life with you. Can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I wouldn't give. From this moment on. Oh. You're the reason I believe in love, and you're the answers to my prayers from up above. All we need is just the two of us. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, hey, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I wouldn't give. From this moment, I will love you as long as I live. From this moment on. I love you guys, and I love you, Shabano.
So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I just want to tell you, Natasha, I love you so much, and I love Chevy so much. And a shout out to Chevy. Happy birthday, Chevy.
Hey, Ken.
And so I want to thank you, Natasha, for being on the Florida Love Show and sharing your love.
Yes. Thank you for having me. It was so nice, and it feels good to empower women. I love women. I love you, women. I love women. I love us as humans. Just thank you. Thank you so much.
Great. So again, thank you. I love you, empowering women, and we're going to take a commercial break.
All right. Don't forget.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or Ken at florida-love.com or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show. Welcome all your lovers back to the Florida Love Show. Natasha, thank you so much for that beautiful, angelic voice of love. So my next guest is very, very special. I love Marilyn so much. She's a very dear friend of mine. And Marilyn she's been a community advocate ever since I met her, transforming the world with love. And she's also a model. She's also a career mom. She's got a very special, incredible daughter that's awesome, and she's also involved in, paralegal with legal and law, and so Marilyn's she's like the everything woman. So please, Marilyn, I look forward to sharing with you right now, and thank you for coming on the Florida Love Show today. I can't hear you, Marilyn.
I said, sorry, thank you for having me. I was just enjoying Natasha's music.
Yeah. So, Marilyn, you are the ultimate community advocate. So, Marilyn and I met through the Inner Circle, and the Inner Circle with her and Jonathan, they created this amazing love circle. We get together every Thursday night. So, please share, Marilyn, everybody, what that was like.
The Inner Circle was a business community networking group that was started by founder Jonathan Bennett and David Riggs. And Jonathan started back in 2011. Jonathan took it over back in 2013. And basically, it was a networking group that was set up in a happy hour setting. So it was more of a social. And they met on Thursdays on Pinion Grill. They used to meet every Thursday, and then I think later through the years they met once a month. So I would say back in 2014, that's when I got involved with the group. And at that time, the group was transitioning, and we decided to get involved with the nonprofits because we have a lot of business leaders and business people that come to our group, and wanted to see if we could do like a networking fundraiser for the nonprofits. And so that's exactly what we did, and it turned out to be so really successful. And actually, our group grew so much bigger to the point that attendance was high. We were able to help more nonprofits. That's how we met. That's how Kenny Love came to the Inner Circle and met a lot more people. And I think when we added that, doing the networking fundraiser, it just became not only a networking setting, but it became like a very community, uniting the community together for basically. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous because I'm on I'm live, so I apologize if I kind of rumbling around, but it was a great thing, and we helped not only a lot of business leaders and business professionals, but we helped the nonprofits, and we had people that just wanted to come to be part of the group. So and Kenny Love knows how that was all about.
Yeah, so Marilyn, by the way, you're amazing. You're amazing. And Marilyn's heart is so huge, so huge. I mean, she was Volunteer of the Year as far as I was concerned. She was the volunteering in all these different nonprofits, and then the inner circle was just love. It was just love, and it actually inspired me to create the Love Circle out of Florida Love, and then the pandemic came, so we're going to come back to that. And we would just come every Thursday night to just love each other. I mean, it was the most beautiful thing in the world, and there were so many incredible friendships formed, and business relationships, and giving to nonprofits.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And just to let you know, back in, when you said Volunteer of the Year, I'll just clarify that actually back in 2017, I was very honored to have been nominated along with 42 women at the time. Basically, the Junior League of Boca Raton, a major nonprofit as well, the Junior League. It's a great nonprofit. The Boca Chamber nominated me through their nonprofit, the Golden Bell Education Foundation, for Women Volunteer of the Year. So I was nominated. It was a great honor, and it's just to kind of. When Kenny was around when I was nominated, I remember he was very excited. He was very supportive. So I wanted to thank you for that, Kenny.
Yeah, I was so excited because Marilyn was just out there transforming the world with love, spreading love in the Florida community, and I was so inspired by, who she was for the whole world and the whole community. She just gave her heart and kept giving and giving. So I was so excited for Marilyn to be on the show today because that's who she is. She's just pure love. She's just such a huge heart. And so then Marilyn, the Inner Circle disbanded in 2018, and basically we all separated.
Jonathan, the founder of the organization, he had moved away. So, basically, this was his group, and he decided if he wanted to pass it along to somebody else. He wanted to hand it to me, but it was just too much responsibility. And at that moment in time, I just, I do or create what he did. I just couldn't continue doing it. I mean, he just ran it. It was amazing, and I'm truly fortunate to be part of a great organization as the Inner Circle. And we all move on with our lives, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and the other thing that happens is that instead of meeting every Thursday and just loving each other, we ended up going apart, not having this steady love circle to be at. And I would just start listening to people who I knew were like best of friends, close friends, loved each other. And this is what happens with human beings: judgment, gossip, criticism, especially on social media. Resentment, anger, hatred, and I don't listen to that. I listen to it, but I really don't listen to it because I'm not interested. I'm interested in love. So, and I know Marilyn is too, because I know Marilyn is such a lover. She just loves people. And so I was so excited to have her on the show because we can all love each other. It's possible to all love each other. And so that's how come I wanted to bring the Love Circle back, which to me is the Inner Circle, back, so we could all love each other again. And it may take a lot of forgiveness, and that's okay. Again, but to me, love is the answer. Love is freedom. So I was so excited to have Marilyn, who to me has always been a huge heart of gold.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, and I thank you so much for saying that. And it's like, at this point, what we're dealing with right now, and I'm coming across, people that I mean, during this pandemic, it's hard on everybody. It's affecting everything in every in all ways, and so I think love is so crucial right now at this time.
Yeah, I mean, to just love each other, and especially, we have a political election coming up, and so we can all love each other, and we can all agree to disagree, and respect each other and respect each other's opinions, and that so we can love each other. And Marilyn, I just want you to know I love you so much, and I really just want to thank you for being on the show today, to bring that love to the show and bring the love that you brought in the inner circle back to Boca, back to Florida.
Thank you. Well, you're making it happen, Kenny. Well, we had our pre-interview conversation yesterday, and how you said to me that it really inspired you. What Jonathan, and I did was inspiring to you. Create the Florida Circle, everything that you're doing, you're creating this revolution, and it's, I mean, when you told me that last night, I mean, it was just it was a very rewarding feeling, and I'm very, very happy that I that we inspired you, and to go into this direction that look what you're doing, and on the newspapers and TV. It's like I see you when you're posting, and I'm just so proud of you.
Marilyn, I love you so much. I really want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show and inspiring me to love others the way you do, and you and Jonathan do. And so I just really wanted to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you so much, my dear friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today. We're going to take a commercial break. Love you, Marilyn.
Hey, love you too.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or Ken at florida-love.com, or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show. Welcome back, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show, and just a big mwah to all of you. Thank you for watching the show today, and I am so excited for my next guest, Leanne Love. She's an executive coach, international business consultant, and a published author, and she's written books about love. So welcome, everybody. Hi, Leanne. I love you. Thank you for coming on the Florida Love Show.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's great what you're doing. Actually, I saw the clip at the news, and I was very impressed how it's spreading around the world. So this is great.
Yeah, and you've been spreading love around the world with all the amazing books you're writing. So please share with everybody the book about online dating, because a lot of people are online dating. What inspired you to write that? And
Well, as you know, as an executive coach and as well as a therapist, I had a crazy idea to write a book about being responsible for our action and for our lives as well. So my first book was End Your Self-Sabotage, and it brought me to meeting people and have their experience about life. And most of them, they say, there's something I'm not fulfilled. It's about having someone, a partner. We're very successful in our business life, having friends, but my relationships seems to fail. And so I met someone extraordinary. He was with his wife for 30 years. They got divorced. And he was telling me about his struggle, about meeting someone. And I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and saying, wow, I'm going to call that book SMS Love, SOS Love. This is the book. So what I did, I met a lot of people about relationship, having also making research about that, about meeting online. Believe it or not, there's more than 900 websites to meet people. So you have to choose wisely. For the main part, people want to find love, but they need to love themselves. They come to see me in my office, in a workshop, and they need to work on their self-esteem. They think that outside they will find the person, but they will fulfill them. But you need to be fulfilled. And I say to my clients, date yourself. Take time to date. Go on a date with yourself. And with COVID, presently, it's very challenging dating.
Yeah, and so Leanne, love ourselves. That's the place to start. Be responsible for our lives and finding the love of our lives. We all want love. And there are over 900 online dating sites.
Oh my God, yes. And you have to be choosy. If you want to have sex, you have sex website. You have a gay website. You have so many, even politics websites. I mean, Christian, you have different websites. Very interesting. And the thing is, you have to be careful because those websites as well, they hire people to attract people on their website to buy subscription. So you need to be rigorous when it comes to choose a website. And also, in my book, there's I call it, that would be nice to show you. It's kind of a roadmap. And you need a roadmap. It's kind of your intention and also what you're looking for, and to see the thing I say also, you are attracting people that you're capable yourself to love. Never forget that. You cannot have what you're not willing to become. So you want that great guy, or you want a great woman, and if you have a drinking problem, if you have other problems, see who you're going to attract. It's very interesting.
So it starts with us, and we're responsible for loving ourselves, and how much we love ourselves, we'll be capable of loving others.
Right.
And so we work on ourselves, and then we are responsible for how we are and how we're going to meet others. And you have a roadmap that people can follow to find the man or woman of their dreams.
Yeah, in my book, this is easy. You need to have easy tools. And this book was written for, it's a guideline at the same time, because we work in the workshop with the book. So it talks about the love triangle. No, it's not a threesome. It's about love triangle. You need that attraction. I call it the genital impulse. You need commitment, and when I talk about sexuality, I talk as well about being best friends, be able to be vulnerable, open up, and show your really authenticity, So this is part of what we work on with the people that subscribe to the workshop with the book.
Yeah, so you call it the genital impulse, and it's not just about sex, it's about best friends, it's about love, it's about
Right. Commitment.
commitment.
And also, you have to, at our age, you need to look at also your values. And when I talk about commitment, I talk about how you commit to yourself, your health, money, job, friends, family. This is factors you need to look into it. And not to forget the personality traits, because you want to be at your best day when you meet someone. So give yourself time, and when we get into the genital impulse too fast, we're in a la land, and we see already ourselves married with that person, and after a few months goes by, and you see flaws and say, hey, that's not what I want. That's not the partner that I want. So there's very different factors in consideration we need to look at.
Leanne, how do people get involved with you and buy your book, and how do they get involved with your seminars? How do they contact you?
They contact me on my website. I have a website. It's called mycoachni.net. And they can contact me for workshop. They have my phone number as well. I don't know if you have the information on your show, but they can contact me at Leanne Sangolo. Just like Leanne Sangolo and get on my website or Facebook. They can reach me out, and I can provide information about the workshop and training sessions.
Yeah, and what I love, Leanne is so loving, and she is amazing, like such an expert on relationships and finding the love of your life. And we just had such incredible conversations, and now people can get involved in your seminar and your book. So what's that website again, just so everybody knows?
Because we have the business one with mycoachni.net. So mycoachni, A-N-D-I, mycoachni.net.
So mycoachni.net.
Right.
And is there a phone number they can call?
Yes, 561-372-2466.
561-372-2466?
Correct.
Beautiful. So Leanne, I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today. You are such a lover of people, and you're spreading such love with this book and your books. And you actually have a new book coming out. What's the name of that book?
It's called I Love God, But I'm Rude to Others. To Hell with Rudeness, and the 5 pathways to be kind and bring empathy to the workplace and also at home. It's all about kindness, because love, you were giving a definition of love, about affection, but affection equal compassion, active listening, empathy, kindness. So now with COVID, people are very short-tempered. And everyone, when you listen to, I made some research, I know it's 4 o'clock, but I wanted to share that with the audience. 1.9 billion people listen on YouTube of the song I Will Love You for 1,000 years and love you more. It says a lot. You have 900 million that watch What a Wonderful World. The same for Happy. When it comes to love, people want to be loved, but you need to give back as well. It's not about me, it's about the others. And that's what the book is all about. We may be spiritual, I love God, but I'm rude to others. Or maybe I'm too selfish because I want so much. It's like an addiction. So this is another subject.
Yeah, so it's about kindness, compassion, empathy, and for me, love is about the other person's happiness, for me.
Right.
And the ultimate
yes,
happiness.
I'm sorry. Because when you are happy and you see someone and you give to others, it makes you happy as well. You're in their agenda. Don't forget they struggle too. They have their own education, mindset, wounds. And if we can set aside that judgment, because we judge rapidly, even I would call it going to the Third World War, and we judge too fast about someone without knowing them. So we need to be in their shoes a little bit. So compassion is, I would say, key, and kindness. That equal love. Yes.
So Leanne, I really want to thank you for all the love you spread in the world and transform the world with love. And please, everyone, get in contact with Leanne to find out more. So again, Leanne, I want to thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you for the two other guests. So the singing was amazing for the Hugs and Smile Foundation. This is a cause for me, children. I have it to heart because, you know, you teach love very young, and children need more than ever that love. So thank you for Natasha and for your other guests as well. Thank you so much for being part of this show.
You're welcome. Love you so much, Leanne. So I want to thank everybody today for watching the Florida Love Show. And I want to let you know, I love you all. And who can you give a rose to today? Love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving,